Hi guys! Welcome to another week here. We have exciting things going on. My tracker's a little bit off, a little bit higher up than I usually have it, but I almost forgot to put this on before I started. I'm just not used to having to use it, so it's a little bit off, but it can kind of see my hands a little bit higher up than they actually are. But, we are going to be playing Hooked on You, the Dead by dating sim. This has just come out, I believe, this week. It was on my wish list. I thought it'd be funny to play. I mentioned it to Asador the other day, and now that it was out, he was like, "You should play it. The hype's out because it just came out. So maybe we'll get some people joining us." So I guess that's what we're doing tonight. But yeah, so this is a solo thing, so I'll be doing it by myself, but I am allowing Backseat Gaming. Help me choose what killer I should date. Comment, talk in the chat. Like, I'd love to hear you guys' comments on this game. We'll chit chat. And I have some stuff, ideas and stuff for for an idea for an upcoming stream for the community if people be interested. But let's rock and roll. Let me know too with the sound. I'm not sure what everything's at. Test speed, text speed, language. Okay, I'm just gonna keep everything how it is for now. And new file. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Well, you can call me Tara. I look like I'm partying because my hands are like stuck in the air. The music could be a little louder. Could it be a little louder? I'll see if I can change the sound in it. I mean, being that the main point will be me probably reading things, I don't think the music is the main focus. See, now the music's gone completely. Cough, cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you could nearly drown. Okay, so I guess we're gonna wash up on some beach, which is gonna be Killer Island, I imagine. Water falls from your mouth as you open to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Ah, the classic amnesia story. What do you know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Cough, cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? We have a fourth wall breaking narrator here. Because I can give you a minute, we've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. The eternity, if you catch my drift. Oh, wow. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry. Tara, may continue. Please go on. Okay, then, as I was. Cough, cough, cough. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a gross discovery. Oh. No wonder it had a little bit of horror in it. Just a little bit. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs and worms and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Okay, guys, what should I do? Run! Close your eyes! Dig up that face! I'll have it do. Dig it up? Okay. Diggy diggy. Digging a hole. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded into the ground before you. Oh, there's a coin. There's no body, it's just head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting in the rotting tongue of the poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. He examined the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what would otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Hydrate. Hydrate it is. Okay, should we spend the coin right now? No thanks, or why not? Oh god, my hand like broke over here when I touched my glass. Oh, it's like bongo drums when I do this. Da -da 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 -da. I don't see the vendor. So, no thanks right now, then? Okay. If you don't see a vendor, then there's really nothing to spend it on. No thanks. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level you here. The coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? Should we keep the coin? Is it our coin? Keep it? Okay. The fiddly dee. No. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer. Your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help. Oh, the huntress. Little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Big Mama! I like the shimmering light they give everyone. Big Mama, yeah. She thick. Oh god, my computer got angry at that part. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. So I guess these are the only 4 that were romancing, probably. Mommy Huntress, yeah. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind and at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up the monstrous lineup. Literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Do we toss it back? Kick it back? Say no things, or say nothing. Do nothing. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that there probably will actually be more DLC depending on how this goes with different ones. Or maybe like a part 2. But it looks like these are probably going to be the monsters that we got to pick from. Apparently nothing happens when I hit the settings over here. I was going to try to see if I can lower... It's like angry over here with my things. Dealer's choice on this one? Okay, I say... I guess we... toss it back, I guess. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand of this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Oh, she has short hair. That's really cute. I never actually knew that. The huntress's muscles ripple as she grips her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty. But that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blick. They're speaking directly to you, but you can't help to bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. I guess which one we chose depended on which killer, like, got their attention. I need to be held in her strong arms. When you snap out, you realize everyone's gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach as these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion into their private beach. So who should we try today? Who's people's favorite already? Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. I mean, you know me, I need my big titty goth girlfriend. I mean, I can't be the only one. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifting a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Tara. You were made for this. That fucking ominous fucking ocean. Well, geez, if spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you're derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You're the game just by showing up, you nitwit. I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's the best to go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's the policy. Hold for pretty much anyone. Always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence. That is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from a total domination? Deep sigh. That was Wraith. The sigh means he's done with the game too. Either that or you saw a butterfly or something. I guess he doesn't talk? Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. No, boy. People are getting their weapons out. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Tara, you might want to know, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. Oh boy. Be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a time quiz. Don't have them catch you on my right? Jesus. So this is a time quiz, so I can't probably wait for audience interaction with this one. I might just have to. My hand keeps twisting the wrong way. It would be important later. Okay. If it's timed, I might just have to answer. Or not important. Anyways, whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Oh, God. This is timed? I mean, if I'm being honest, I guess I think I'm average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in the endless cycle. Oh, I guess I got her attention with that one. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, I guess? Invisibility? Same, although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Well, I wasn't good at these things! Where's English? I suck at math, I suck at history. Skipping class would probably be the best thing I'm at if that was the choices. You could say I majored in skipping class. Ha! If I ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost anyways. Almost always, sorry. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? Oh, I guess I got the spirit's energy with that one. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm a typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can't go to hell any. But you can all go to hell anyways. That's a mood. What's your favorite color? Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity, but makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Not working at all, I guess. We get to do what we really want. Why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness in some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Damn! Best flavor of ice cream. Horse flesh? The fuck it? What? Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, world of pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It lessons you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal, kill or be killed is the rule of the island, even for faceless voices. Tell me what? Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip? Best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I mean... I think you're just gonna do just fine. Anywho. Now they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper, pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Damn! People are throwing shade over here already. I'm Wraith, nothing like everyone else. I'm like nice people that loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either, but that's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on personal observation, life is nothing but suffering, and society is carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she's downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. I'm remembering the Spirit story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's a lot of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. You know, with that, all I'm thinking about how all the little meme comics of her trying to find the Dwights in the closets and being like, you were a husband now, and just carrying him away. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained 1,000 times, I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I'm a create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog, buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ugh, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, we'll do this all day. Besides, if you know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. We're done playing. Let's do something else instead. Sorry, I was taking some of my water. Wow. For once, I actually agree with the meathead. I was going to say meth head. Meathead. I say we go to the yacht. It's massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate this endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, and the way it's flaunted needlessly and cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I found the water calming, simply beautiful. Hey, what about the volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? The perfect good lounge or a chill out right there. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. You know what? I know where Trapper's thing comes from, where the game's called Gentleman's Simulator. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Where should we go, guys? Should we go to the yacht? Continue the volleyball game? I'm guessing this is the pool side? Or there's like water side and then it looks like a bar. So I think this one is Trappers. I think this one is for the Huntress. I think this one is for Bing Bong and the Wraith. And I think this one is for Spirit. I'm on a time for the settings. It doesn't work. Any comments? No? And we're on a minute more, and then if not, I'll pick one. Goth Mommy, so this one then. I'm pretty sure this one was the one for her. Let's go relax for a second at the lounge. To kick up your feet and look out at the ocean, relax with your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool? What kind of monster? What kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to go ahead and then choose and exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why, I'm the only one who gets it. It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. I don't know why you keep trying to use the anonymous sound things. They don't work. I gotta fix it. I think we learned that last time. I don't know if it's something that Errorware can fix. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. What the Hey! Look who it is! Say, that's definitely Blendette. And that must... Claudette is smashing, yeah, right? Claudette, and I'm guessing this is Dwight? Hold on. Hold on. Yep, Dwight. Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. Okay, so we have 2 survivors too, but we only have these 2. So we have 4 killers and 2 of the survivors. I'm surprised they didn't at least give us the 4 main survivors, I guess, but oh well. Oop. Forgot that my chair was leaning. I tried to lean back and my avatar almost went backwards. This place is called Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survive. Well, okay. Survive the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall henceforward refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These 2 have worked here for a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyways, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with the options whenever possible, and don't just run off on various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. At least you can do is allow us to do our job. Most you can do is help us get off this, Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Follow. Please follow. Oh. Yes. Hey, narrator. Yes, this is something I can help you with. Those 2, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles out south of here. It's much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all the money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong now. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decision matters mostly when I agree with them, not like the other island. So what it'll be? We already chose this one. I guess because we were trying to run off on... Finally, freedom of the prosperous premise of the four of us will be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows I'm technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting on the pressure in my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, but that didn't work when I tried whining, and the one that didn't work. I threatened to kill every single one of this island, but turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around the island. Hello! And I mean, I appreciate the compliment there. I've been a VTuber for a little bit now. Jinx just got a little bit of Terra just got a little bit of a rework. Jinx also did. I have a model of my character Jinx and also of this one as well. So, yeah. I've been a VTuber for a couple months now. This particular model is newer. She actually just came. I also have hands. I'm a little bit laggy with this game right now for some reason, and the settings buttons does not work. I definitely appreciate the compliment, though. I've been working very hard on this model, so I appreciate... there we go. I appreciate it. I don't think I can actually bring down any of the things. Big meow. Maybe during a change. I was able to get it this time, but it doesn't actually have anything for me to bring down any settings. It looks like just these text speed and size. Unfortunately, so. Oh well. Big meow. I'm very bad at catching streams. Oh, it's okay, hon. I completely understand. Life is busy and stuff. Turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around the island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. She's so cute. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight. He takes a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Is that what you'll be saying when you get behind the bar and make you a drink of your dreams? Ah! Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Oh my god, I feel so bad for them already. Yeah, right. So, what do you be having? I guess I have a sangria, because I'm a bitch, and that one sounds... I mean, a virgin daiquiri would be no alcohol. But I feel like with being around a bunch of killers, you might need a little bit of an oomph. Trevor, scotchy thing. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. Ugh, coconut rum. Good. Yes, hold it. No. A sangria, maybe. My pleasure. That sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. Oh, okay. Apparently that's the Rath's drink. Surprising. I wonder if they go by order and which one from the beginning, from the right to left. Well, not we, exactly. I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy. Now it's your chance to be the one with the drink. What do you say? This is some sort of juice for a child. Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, you know, tropical fun. Oh, I see. Huntress really seemed to perk up at the idea of kids being around. I was bummed to hear there aren't any, but I'm quite Glad it's just grown-ups on the island. Personally, little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Oh, she's crying! Look at that! She found out there were the kids here and she's tearing up. That's sad. Not my cup of tea, but okay. We can still use for a toast, yeah? And to a new adventure. To new friends. To, Link. Did you just say Clink? No. Since we fulfilled your request, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear I would have known. I had known they'd pull this kind of flux enthusiastic community building crap. I would have suggested attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. I don't think it could be. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind. I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I literally never seen him in a hat. If you must make a small talk, I'm at least picking the topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn to at their non-sports after school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks someone doth protest too much. Sitting here this beautiful sunny afternoon. Yeah, she's definitely a nerd. Sunny afternoon, a warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I should choose is books, novels, comic, fiction or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. Nerdy Girl 101. A groan rose to the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I imagine. Based on the responses, they were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask. Tara, what's your desert island book? The one you bring with you if you were on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be a classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means that because the island has horror villains, and also means books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft for these past 100 years. What's your favorite? Okay, it's definitely not books, no thanks. I mean, these are all really good books in general. I mean, everyone knows the basics of these ones because they're all, like she said, the public domain books. Take a sip of my drink. What do you guys think? Other than books, no things, which book should I pick? I'm pretty much fine with all of them, but what do you think will make the spirit the most happy? You haven't read Jack MacLeod? I mean, I know the premise of it. I don't think I've actually read any of these books, but I definitely know the books and what they're about. But if we're going by, like, what row that they're in, this one must be hers. I'm gonna take a guess and say that. You know, I enjoy the story. I'm gonna take a guess that they're in the order in which we met them, but we'll see. I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I had this other person living inside of me. Oh! Okay, my guess was wrong, and apparently we got Mommy Huntress. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb, but I actually never learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than a rock with a face I'd drawn on in dried blood. Until we met again, Roxanne. Oh my god. Huntress looked out towards the horizon. There's a moment of silence among the group. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books myself, but I love to read being read too, especially when someone does all the voices. It's not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course, I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off the quality narration all the time. Take it from me. You don't even need to read. You could just make it up and I'll still have fun. Sometimes when I find myself in an abandoned house, I just to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories that go with the pictures. It's a fun game we could play together. Abandoned house? Why are they abandoned? Huntress giggles and gives you a playful little wink. I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandoned them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough about those old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make some new stories of our own. She definitely killed them. Before you know it, what's going on? Huntress was waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-masked covered eye. I'm pretty sure that is not a vodka bottle. I'm pretty sure that's an axe. I might not be the smartest person in the room, but I can definitely tell the difference between an axe and a vodka bottle. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Who the... Oh, Erebor! Your trickster is here! Great idea! Trickster? Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Man, they made sure to do him justice. Well, hello, and who's this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. I can't say. I was just saying it was a great idea. Who also loves teasing a secret trickster ending. I can't stay, but just saying it was a great idea while also teasing the secret trickster ending. Sorry, Erebor. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. I will give that. Yeah, that just gave Erebor every reason to get this game now. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap, spit. That's it. You swap, spit, that is. Let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're all here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of the view of public eye, real romantic like. Yes, romance is goal, so we'll be waiting here to complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imagination while you make out the other inside the bar, but not watching. Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. Tara, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hands. You put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigame consists of 2 parts. One top, a pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. On the bottom is the target you're going to be pointing at. Here's the upcoming minigame, and a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, technically, wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, you ready? Ready to play? Would you like to repeat that? I think I just... What? Hold on. Please repeat the instruction. My pleasure. Okay, so 2 parts. One top, pointing spinner rotates clockwise, and the bottom, the target you're going to be pointing at. Okay, so I just gotta hit the target, I guess. I don't think I really have much control over this minigame. Ready. Anyways, here we go. Spin the bottle and we'll see who you're gonna smooch. Yeah, I don't have much of a... Yeah! You got the spirit. You two are meant to be. Psych! You have actually spun multiple times to get the real result. First to get it 3 times is your true match. That's how we play. Hardcore spin the bottle and here on the side like, God damn it! Now I'll get your spin on. Damn it. You got the trapper. No! Yeah, Wraith. I got Wraith again. Oh my god. I guess I'm smooching Wraith because Wraith is your true match. Casual minigamer. Ooh, I mean, I wanted to kiss the spirit! Just this morning, you were waking up in a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Wraith, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening his skin. Your heart races. You could feel the pulse pounding in your ears. Wraith takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face in a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you should sweat in an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do, and if you try to lock lips at this state, you might gross him out so completely, he'll never be able to look you romantically again. Wraith, we... Look, you're great, but also terrifying. Did he just steal your line? I want to be kissed by you, but I'm maybe just not even sure how. Is that sad? Great, now I look sad. Well, if tropical shots fit. You make me happy to be around. I think it's still new to all this. We can figure it out together. Really? Really, I'd like to get to know you. And, you know, the kissing thing sounds great, in theory. It sure doesn't sound, painful. So then, for now... Wraith reaches out and gives you a vigorous handshake. We're acquaintances, going on friends, going on lovers. I'm sorry. Great handshake, by the way. Really? Truly. I had to break up the passionate moment. Yeah. I kind of expected this to be a comedy. I would have been disappointed if it wasn't a comedy at this point. I had to break up a passionate moment. We only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away and we must insist you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there are so many more interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated that is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrived at the cookout. Are you ready to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around? What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall, a huge banquet table. This ain't some prestigious fancy fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claude usher you to a seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better, they don't want to sit next to a certain other than people. They don't want certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, you're sitting next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster keeps being mentioned. Oh, there's Trickster again. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well... well, they don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even gets nervous around crowds or killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Tara. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think that it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. Let that lesson to be you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic to sit at one side. The rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can't sit on the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal is prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate from the 12th hour over the spit. We hope you enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat! Seasoned with specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat it. It's meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Tara, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on the spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't even We haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree buttons and down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Oh no. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. We do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, right. He's right for a change, because I'm the with a broad axe. It's perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First one who says twain. Sometimes I swear we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver, fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked, no blood. Ugh, you two are ridiculous. Bicep swinging contest, enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katanas and send you to the actual hell if you like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight or talk or even look at each other in the eyes. I can do it. I have a skull. Skull as Krav. Great, instead of slicing it up, you're gonna club it into a second death. Hey, Tara, you know, this isn't what you meant. This isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Oh my god! Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. One argued over that the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer in cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tendinitis. Why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigame consists of 2 parts on top of a pointer that rotates and quadrants. Okay, I get it. I get it. Press the speedboat to stop the pointer and target. When failed to land on the target, you lose the spin. Perfect success lands the start time at the end. Oh, great. So I have to. During my commute, much love from Verge. Bye for now. Bye, Verge. I hope you have a wonderful night and a great commute. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Yes, ready? Ready. Away we go. Slice. Did I get it? Perfect. Oh, got it. Went to a different spot and it's faster now. Oh, you missed it completely. It just gets faster. Perfect. Oh, got it. Perfect. You're just doing DVD engine check, right? No, this is faster than the engine check. Perfect. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. That sounds especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food behind them. Are nasty. Spirit Melee doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obvious hell. This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be serious here. I think the mystery comes easily. Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they try to smash it through there. Spirit, aren't you hungry? And 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Tara. Number 2. There's no number 2. One thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdominal is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and behavior, the group just might as be the worst meal in history. But even worse is them staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want to explain why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross. I'm sorry. Look at the seagull. Oh no, look at the seagull is a very tempting choice here. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my water. Ugh. My VTuber does not like this game. What are they, dogs? I don't know. Maybe. Wow, have you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. It's incredible. Anyways, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. That's... Yeah, she's right, Tara. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear, beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. But you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer. You're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how to feel about this characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here. I might be the one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. Not too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because you are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead you to demise, others lead you to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it to this, Ocean's character. That's quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's your best interest to make more choices that I like. Okay, from the spooky ocean. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. I don't care if the seagull actually waved to you, but I understand the feeling of looking at you from so far away and wanting to reach out. But did it wave to you? I swear it! I swear it. Wraith nods. Nods. Someone just realized that Tara is a liar. He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. You know, deep down, you're disappointed in you also. More than usual. Wraith. Oh boy, looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do you say this? It's just honestly so important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about burn makes Wraith look away, far away, eyes brimming with tears, and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back to you, those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect the same from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh, great. I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? The Bing Bong. It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Well, Wraith, you're just gonna give you his bed? Sounds like alarms. What are you gonna do with the thing? Should I ring the bell loudly or hold the bell delicately? I'll say choices, choices. Dealer's choice again. I guess I'll hold it delicately. I want to ring it. I want to ring it so bad, honestly, because I want to see if I go invisible. But I feel like that's a bad choice. You caress the bell, running your fingers over the rusty. Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing an important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Rachel's looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Rachel looks at you more intensely than ever. Oh? I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just things really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger had popped up in the strange island, only to find that Dwight and Claudette sprinting around the beach, clipboards in hand, waving their arrow. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary. Each event is scheduled. Yes? Are you commenting on him saying that it's not real? Maybe I close a couple things. That is a good theory that this place was like created by the entity. I close a couple things. That may help. Get a couple things pulled up. See if that helps my movement at all. Money's on the ocean is the entity. That would make sense. Playing sick for cute flirt points is not part of the evening activities. It's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after the flirting. Go, go, go. Yeah, that's a good theory that the ocean is the entity. Once everyone is gathered by the fire pit, Dwight and Claude quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone. We're not going to say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time in evening activities. We're only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Oh great, I have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this setup, now I swear I won't be angry. I merely chop their head clean off. No fuss, no mess. Voice trembling, you realize this probably it for you. You embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which was the absolute dream come true. But it's really fair to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex the authority gimmick one more time, I'll snap your head off so quick that I'll drown you in the blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on you two. No, I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you ask about. I think that's Dwight. Because he called Claudette something else too. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Yeah, see. Donald is Dwight. Maybe that's his first name or last name. But still. We gotta get started on story time. So, Tara, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it. That's a name. Pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, we'll try to... You choose Spirit. Whoa, this entire experience has been carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement lawsuits. Let's be careful with the cap tracers, will we? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes. She gets her feet. You think she'd want to tell a story? I mean, she went on a whole thing about how much she loves books. Now she's mad that I picked her. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with this scary stuff. Seriously disturbing even to me. I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. Even if everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Hunter's eyes go red behind their masks. Both Trapper and Wraith takes their seat. They know it's worth fighting, and when it's not. Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected. I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice the Huntress and Wrath are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It's a dark summer night. A warm rain seeped in from the sky like blood, and from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator, renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of the strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were even doing what they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there in the middle of the busy market had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how to get there. Was it delivered? Built on site? So much busy area, how could something like that just appear? A mystery. It was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit paused her story and looked from face to face each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me, cried the voice inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was every detective in the city was there. Oh, apparently I got a new achievement. Looking in the strange structure up and down, inspecting from every side, it didn't make sense. There was no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, the time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged with no purpose, opening the box. And as the night grew longer and the seeping rain puddling the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic, in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like never before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hada. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all together. We won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence and hopelessness of the moment. Promise, asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt instant connection that she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so now the man's eyes closed and backed away. It didn't scare Detective Hada, for that she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slits in the horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised, I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hada leaned forward and placed her own lips to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on the man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel the brief contact, the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched the beat for beat of this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice. He backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled the officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hada and the box, breaking the silence, and would soon be filled with the canopy of whirling gears and clicking latches and a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if the unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Tetahata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in a puddle of rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And then her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile, or pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps just how Tatahata had to think of him at the moment to survive. A collection of segment limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. On top of the pile had cold, pale eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue, tears fall from her chin, is soaked into the sand of her feet. You're all blown away. The story, it's safe to say that you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire and up at the sky, anywhere but at the spirit. It was you who chose her. It was you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwayne Claudia is staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something! So I can say nothing and hug her, say cool story, or stand up and try to start one of those slow claps. Anyone have a suggestion? I'm just taking a moment to. That story was great. I was just taking a moment to drink some water after reading them for that long. Should we hug her, cool story, or stand up and clap? Let's try to hug her. Let's see what happens. You stand up without saying anything, approach Spirit, reach out your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering in the air, she begins to wrap itself around you, squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement, and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone else just watched your truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all but 7 seconds before Trickster, shows up and is blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you looking lonely. Mind if I join? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, I've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want to hear. An ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves, and you're a bit confused about what about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was just watching I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day. And when you're a god, I mean a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tub with the spirit, you've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Spooky fucking ocean. You and the storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip, plus if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure the killer companion could handle it. I just want to be totally clear, even though the story bore some similarities in my life, it's not about me in any way, shape, or form, not symbolic, I can't speak, or metaphorically, not any other incly. I believe you completely, sure. You were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in your story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, and you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really, you call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so there's somebody stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe coagulated by now, but no need to sweat the detail regardless of the descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with blades, weapons precede the entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with the many sharp edges a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbling about it. I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. It's a very adult story for a child to journey. Do you believe me? Yes. I know you just meant, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told the story is clearly coming from someplace deep. Fool. Who taught you to trust stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you got me wondering if I do believe you, if you believe her or not. And if you know everything, because trust me, I do know everything. I don't already know the answers to my own questions about it. If I believe the answer to the spirit's question. Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is the certain corpsey cutie floating in the cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing, and I'm free here from her puzzle box. If you believe what she is, damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum of what is surely a mind-numbing circle of new questions, you find certain to someone standing before you with fresh towels ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do however love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb it out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. I bet his ass. Thanks, Cutler. It's been pretty fun so far. It's got some good comedy in it. You watch the spirit stare off in the distance, her hand gripping into the tight fist. She doesn't notice you watching her at first. She then catches you looking. She turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, then pushes him and Claude aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. Heat is comforting this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about the spirit story and the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you? It's just a matter of time until your gruesome discovery. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrives with their now familiar creepy smiles, stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by the fire. No! Are we sure these guys aren't the killers in this island tonight? We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you two at ease. Just try to keep the volume to the minimum, or other guests aren't the types they'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh, what instructions? Oh, okay. It's just this thing. Okay. That's why it's not telling me. I was like, what mini game? Okay. Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You remain and examine it and decide what you might adjust the dial to fix it. Station. Oh, this music is. Sounds like some, like, eerie kind of something.
Alright, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either
Talk
playing the
radio?
game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to
We're breaking
write
the fourth wall now?
music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible
Nice little plug here.
in person
And little way to kind of get through things.
the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. So it's important for us to be able to break it down and figure out exactly who is part of the community and how do we listen to them? How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what worries them, all of this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously, this was a very small thing. 4 years ago, it was pretty much just Dave and Ash.
Now we got some rock and roll here. Sounds like something probably the Trickster would have, I think. I mean, I think you can kind of just listen to whatever. Oh, Trickster's K-pop. I'm just trying to see if I can hear all the different songs. I think I only got one more after this one. Interesting. Oh, thank you to listen to you, so you can't sleep. You decided to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon? Hi, Doc. How you doing tonight? And thank you for the sub with your Prime. I definitely appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Who would you like to summon to decide by delayed by the fire? I mean, obviously we're going with our cutie goth girl. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. I mean, you know, having a pretty good night tonight, you know, chilling for the weekend. Was pretty busy earlier today. We had a lot of errands we ran, but kind of got to chill out for the rest of the day. Worked on my characters a little bit. And now we're playing some Dead by Daylight sim, so that's exciting. Sorry, my hands stretch up. And tomorrow I'll probably just a good, probably chill day, and looking forward to that. I like to listen to the flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What, even the dead likes to relax? I don't really have any of those things around. Oh. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item, a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. This is a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though. If you lose it, well, you'll get revenge on me. That's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe it isn't really sleepy feeling, but you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Be careful with this. Be careful with what? The brush? Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't be so spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one's still undeniably odd. Yeah, no. A human body made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiacs, video games protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You wake up suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh, God. Trapper is sitting beside you, catching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with Spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem, not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my, actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of you, are you? Out of me, are you? He was scared you were gonna sleep on a trap. Yeah, probably. Stu, nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. Oh, okay. The rest of the scum lives like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, you might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone. This time, maybe, you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully, you're not poisoned. Well then, apparently I have to pick Trapper tomorrow, or I'm getting murdered. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez. Is it one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera? Oh my god. I think today went really well. There's some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that did end in bloodshed or ultimately perishing in my Russian cottage. I'm just counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know what many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my Sarah fan. And that being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but for one, I will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's hard not to crack. Meanwhile, Speedo's just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill him. Trapper? Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone, but I'm perfectly fine on my own. Since my mother died, I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm fit as a fiddle. But being said, something about the newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage, and you can use it. I'm a master of self-control, and right now I'm using the self-control I can muster, because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more, and it will make it much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Really, invest something that might hurt me, so I don't. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier myself, but who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks me as the beautiful, cold-blooded monster, but I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. A locked achievement, still alive. So I had the chance to die in the beginning then. He was scared here. Open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. You feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious the fact that you fell asleep on the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Well, I have an idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare yet, though. I know. I mean, she kind of does. She is definitely mommy. At least they're making us for a sexy bunch now. Talk about sexy. Here comes the trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start the incredible day off, right? This definitely seems poison. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Well, that's a lie. I also want to wish you luck today is an important one. Drink it. Okay. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you as if you want to ask him how to reach the other island now. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, don't drink that. The hell was that? Don't call him Trickster because he's the god of skateboards. Because he's good on skateboards. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place where you can give 5 out of 5 and 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an internal prison of pain. But please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did I possibly unrelatable narrative physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not a paramount of Flora does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. No need of recognition, for I am the ocean, a dominant to the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is, but even a place of extreme horror can still receive 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up reviews. If it's crafted with love and or that's type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You really should judge it on the artist's intent. Whenever possible, start your mindset off by gaining the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate situations on my main vacation is not easy to do. Ugh. Sometimes, there's just small bugs or inconsistencies. That's just nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those ventures to bare their souls and part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. You two trying to sell me on this place actually being good. You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make great points. Oh, sure. They make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Sarah. Last view outside, you have been enjoying your time here on the island. It's been entertaining. That's for sure. How else could I describe it? Saving the island besides really entertaining. Wow, 10 stars. Here we come. Yeah, I'm sure he wanted me definitely just to enjoy that cup of coffee. And so we just skip this section next time. Nope. Do we need to ask one more question though? We all have to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Should I sign this? I don't know if I should sign this or not. No. Okay. No. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word. Tara, I agree with the terms of the verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Tara, this is totally cool. If you have a constructive PI, please leave in the positive review. Because we know that nobody read negative. I think it was one of those, no matter what I said, I was gonna agree. Anyways, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. With the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Fucking ominous ocean. Perfect timing. Everyone rose in the dining area to lard up on those sexy little bellies with pancakes, bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? Or yogurt? Magic powders will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and you sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on the beautiful, mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one who's doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone else see where I left my cleaver? I don't know. Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breath. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that the strange island has in store. How open-minded. Well, surely must be. No one else would weirdly stand up and breakfast too. Just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say, did not? I haven't slept in 200 years and counted the whole burning quest and familiar revenge thing. Last night was no different, and so in case I was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back quietly resenting being trapped here with all of you, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group? Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? I mean, not, like, too much fun, but that was weird, but, like, good, like, in a good amount. Oh, fun. Now that looking at you expectantly, wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy true life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess that's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's okay in so much as it severs and illustrate that you lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in... Stick it in there, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Oh yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear, I have no idea what these two are even doing. Oh, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close and you can hear everything. Oh wow, look at that super cool bottle, the Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is planting Calda has a crazed look in her eye. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. I could hear you, well, you know. You know what? What do you think? What do you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You, you think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in the desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun. Oops. We have 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping we can stab each other in just the right spot that we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that this key and find the exact place where we need to bleed out from. I believe our place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. It's noted in the entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyways. Good luck, Tara. You're going to need it. But hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both tragedy and comedy. For dramedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub all by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday I'm sure it was a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you dedicated to achieving a true sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, no just soaking up the heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Jesus. And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan to the shadow blocks your precious sun. A spike tipped like a palm tree bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4. You want Ado to narrate the ocean? Ado's playing his own game. He doesn't have... I don't think he wants to narrate the ocean. Apparently they think you can narrate the ocean because it's very dark and creepy and they think you could do a good voice for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island, you know. IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. You play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And that blow up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes it an interesting genius sign. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. We're not best yeah. Not best just of friends, just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now, that guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established, and we're definitely going aside by the time to lay back. Take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. See who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here, you know, a place that brings a bit more welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm only the one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I have a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way I do, not like the other killers. They don't get me. Or I get them, or I'll get them all. I'll get my father too. I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. And Spirit radiates the menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary, and more than a little hot. If you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time, Murder's Islands has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. Hey, you got to see the new lurk command thing. Look, okay. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's more sensitive sides hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide, you want to go after Spirit. The Wraith interjects. Honestly, Spirit's great, but she's only one around here that doesn't totally get on my nerves. I guess you got good taste, but I don't know. We could hang out and you could show you some cool stuff if you want, or forget I said anything. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly. Because you can only go on one date today. You also don't want to be hacked to pieces by saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then you die horribly, wrenching, withering death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, the silence really got me tilted. So who will it be? Okay, guys, should I continue my my gothic cutie or the shy wraith? I mean, if one of the killers might kill me, I mean, trying to get super close to one might help me not die. A trapper wasn't an option! I mean, I need to get closer to one of them. A trapper isn't an option here. Murderous, the gothic cutie and the stoic wraith are the only two options here. Cutie with the big booty. Okay, so I assume you mean. Sure, I assume you mean the goth. Is that the one you mean, Ace? Why when you say big booty? Because I don't think she really has a big booty. I haven't seen Wraith turn around. Okay, then yeah. I gotta go with Spirit. You made the correct decision, you know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course, you've still gotta prove to me that I want to believe our connection is real, but you've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of those macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudia and Joy to clarify, you just let you know that yes, it's too late to change your answer now. You and the Spirit. But Rose match. You and the Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the Black Lake House. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I notice a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. An absence of color. It's a void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light. A dying star. Damn, now that's dark. You're confident that Spirit would vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction. Not the type of spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth. Earth is where we are. You wonder. I've been hydrating, but thank you. The lapping waves on the shore and the coast set romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly in the mist rolling up the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however. The lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. Spiraling black light stretches across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and the sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and pats it gently and clearly. She wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. This is an invitation to get a little hands-on action. What else could it be? I'm just gonna say thanks. I forgot to bring my own. I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need help reaching those difficult spots. You see a fine float around your back. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Spirit's hands on your back. It's ice cold. She has a soft touch, and when she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch the Spirit apply sunscreen on herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand on her back and spread it on. About the strips of glass sticking out from her common floating hand. The fact that your hands just float around like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating several limbs is exactly my type of superpower. You think I need sunscreen? Yeah. Superpower, you think a wish for a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe they understand why some people act the way they do. I apologize. Truly sorry, I hadn't thought about who your experience was like. Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong. I was just thinking about how you must have gone through to end up like that. I had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of my father did to me and what the world did to him. It's why I refuse to play the universal game. I hate the idea I'll be forced to succumb to pleasure the way he did in the end. The way my fear and anger filled up and came to bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge, the dragon inside of me doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight, even though it's given me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Tara. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life and love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Oh boy. Oh, I missed. I missed the easy one. Yeah, right? Oof. Notice that lotion made it to where it was supposed to, going to eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a one who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there was the next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look at the lighthouse and ominous dark hovering above the moment between spirit and yourself. Evil it clearly is. In this case, it does solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst out the black light that rescued you from the awkward silence. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death and spirit of a ship once sailed at seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore, before crashing the rocks that must have been drawn by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of the sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks and sinks into the water. All right, it does that sometimes too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within minutes, the ocean's quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self: hungry sharks. With these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbow flags. Aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse, it's indifferent to his intention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shiny and strange light to me. I can't avoid it. Through the woods and walls, nothing seems to stop me from reaching out to it. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates or the mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch and underwater princesses, if you get my drift. It's all part of the vast conspiracy, the epic river that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs a few steps slowly. For a quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moan, quiet. The Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch a little closer to Spirit, breathing a damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. Not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling the moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe. You get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems to be intent on proving how little she cares about everyone else thinks, she puts a lot into work in getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. Claudette and Dwight burst up, interrupting whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they bumped into much. We're here to make a dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back to the beach. But we're here to make a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize that you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute. There's no announcement here. But there is a me. You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally, figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I've said I got a sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on the secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of my first nice day I've had, and I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but it's been a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. That's not me messing things up like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept the difficult truth of happening here. Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, but simply the way it is. There's no use of fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you do is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing that little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was a born fighter. A dragon lives inside of me. I cannot fight. Even when I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? This is a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight and come my way and got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. You hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little phase walking routine. You call that basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Oh, his hair's on fire. Folks, you cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. Phase walk out of the open. You just can't see me. I have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some kind of video game community formed through it, if there ever was one, such a thing. Not that I ever know about that either. I'm sure it doesn't seem like Dwight or Claudia is going to stop this, so it's on you. Ahem. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that. And I choose... Okay, guys, do we continue our date and stuff with that, or do we go with Wraith, who's talking about a way out? I mean, if I leave her, she might kill me. So what do we say? Do we go spend the rest of the evening with Wraith and see if he actually knows what this way out is? Or stay with our goth girl? She will kill you. Yeah, that's fair. She probably will kill me. So I guess I should stay with her. I mean, it would be an ending no matter what. When it comes down to it, neither of those teams seem very easy to love. I mean, damn Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I clearly were having a nice time. Besides, if my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell to my fate, really. And I don't take this wrong, Wraith, but amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. Oh, man, that's just mean. The second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken, but okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith, too. Like, you know, I could have just picked Spirit without being mean, like, to Wraith. Like, that wasn't part of the picking. Spirit walks around the corner and shows you something that she discovered in this place. She knew she was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It's just a small sapling that began to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense with the cherry tree here. But this place also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps with the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, they're all good symbols. Their meaning is completely complicated. What do you mean? What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms like being celebrated with life. People travel great distances just to near the vibrant beauty. However beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers that quickly die and fade away. For this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of our life, our fragile mortality. In a way, the specter of looming death that calls attention to the special moment to see and approach this life. How does the totality make you feel, Tara? Sure. This question is an easy answer. You want to impress her, but you also feel the true yourself. Your entire range of human experience stretches out before you, and you feel paralyzed by the different options available to you in that moment. That's okay. It wasn't a simple question, a simple answer. Who knows? Spirit herself even might have an answer in mind. However, it occurs to you that, like the fallen blossoms wilting under your feet, the chances of connecting with this beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. One of these answers, the better choice. Do you remain unsure? Well, that... I don't know if it's purposely wanting me to choose, like, trying to psych me out, or whether I should choose something else. Oh. Still unsure. Cherry blossoms floating between you. You look and go desperately closer to her. You grasp for the right words, capture your feelings in her heart, but they don't come. I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response, but as far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing is easy to explain, at least. Spirit looks at your eyes, it doesn't speak. Pink blossom brushes to you and lands on the ground at your feet. My feelings are all mixed up, like petals of the cherry tree, floating through the air, swirling out of my control. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough simply to observe. It's enough to not know. It's enough to be here, right now, with you. Spirit smiles. She looks at the petals in the air. As she watches, her eyes tracks it. The gusty sea air is sending the spiral journey away from you both. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of the samurai warriors, with those noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who killed the greatest sacrifice to honor the emperor. The lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit and the lives on me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, and my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree is not real. Though the petals fall, they soon replenish, as if they were installed here by someone. You watch the spirit choose her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we really have good reason, and there's nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. So I guess the unsure was the right answer, I guess, or at least one of them. What a fun day you've been having. You can see it written all over your face. You're shiny, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business, and appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to gag where we cram them all and scream at the same time again. Just believe me, they're all here. They're just all sexy and demented, as you remember. With your love on the line, everyone's being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because they just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems to be the biggest long shot at the end at holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. His pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on the murderous island, but hey, letting them have their moment in the spotlight at least we can do, and the heavens knows they won't do any better than that. I'm dining solo and I'm eating what I want, and you're eating it too. You're all eating it too. Lamb, shank, rare, salt, pepper. No sauces allowed, and serves with a single piece of broccoli, so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell that rare lamb does to your bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share the day with the rest of the group? You had an interesting day, for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there like nothing. Nothing is an option. I guess be coy. It wasn't really a date, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said it any fairly better myself. Oh, cool. She liked that. Spirit's clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. They're all very tired. No, wait, sorry. The Deary, a supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctic, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Yeah. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette comes back to clean up the tables. They linger around as you pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. Would you like to say... What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, for doing our job, thank you kindly. Everyone, would you please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit? We greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice in how you said that, dweebs? Yes, and immediately regretted how I did. Good. Something you need to change around here. Fire is rebirth. The fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horrible afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because childhood trauma invoking fire. And finally everyone starts moving forward to the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat in the comfortable log, feeling the fire heat against your skin, and wait for the others, killers, to take their places. Wondered who will want to tell their story this time. The narrator will tell a story. I bet you got a stunning creative mind. Hey, you think, are you allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, and nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone's looking at you. So yeah, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Oh, well, we're actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. You know what that thing can probably do. Probably shoots lasers. They're not a bore. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can tell if you're warm from the fire or your nerves are heating up. You know, the fire is right here. Maybe we stop talking about it. The time we'll start to pretend like it's not here. It doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Tara was about to make an important decision about telling you the story or not. I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm going to tell a story. There's tricks again. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? It's up to you guys, sorry. Spam text. Let's tell a romance. I'll tell a romantic story about two lovers take poison together and die foamy at the mouth. About two strong hunters to meet by both bludgeoning the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. About my parents. They met at a party in college he was hosting. She'd be dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet the night went on, and they were drawn to each other. She made fun at his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon. Know if we can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years acquainted for their partner. How does our character know this if she has amnesia? Love could spark the mere look across the campfire. Now you've gotten their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for the trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on his headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but the scenario keeps it real. We can't just end it there. So who else would you like to hear the story from tonight? You look killer yellow, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Okay, who should we get a story from this time? Who do you want to hear a story from? Who wants a bedtime story from which character this time? Too bad the trickster is an option. No comments? No suggestions? Maybe because he hasn't gotten any limelight, maybe we should try to get the Trapper to tell us a story. See what he ends up wanting to tell us. Trapper surprises everyone by immediately stepping up and unironically taking an orator's posture. There was a young man who loved his young wife. The child they had gave the lovebirds a happy life. One day the couple went out for a swim. Mother didn't return. The boy only had him. Someone said the currents took her away, yet others said different, pointed the husband's way. For the young man was fearless, cunning, and smart, and he had many goals, both grand and bold. Easier, they say, done with a fresh start. A wife with her own dreams wouldn't help him at all. Lucky for him, hers drowned in the streams. Neighbors only whisper through of a crime so great. For no one ever accused him, lest they meet the same fate. That was different. How do you react to this performance? Applaud. Hurrah! You stand and clap loud. A trickster takes out an earphone and blasts it. Quiet. Trapper is disgusted by your display of joy. Poetry is meant to be perceived internally, not enjoyed. Anyone else exhausted trying to keep up with what makes these killers happy? How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think everyone's good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off an individual installment, but builds a greater sense of community between the audience and the creator. Tell me, Tara, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just going to make this seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I need you to shut up your yap trap. You know, we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know of all of these people are just simple criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a predator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this? Let's talk to the hot tub so I can soak in this spa while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes. Enough, please. Talk about burns, all this lit getting blazed. Enough with these activities that will be set next to a literal fire. It must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran for far away this place and we could, and just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably be tired before you got too far. If running away is someplace more secluded, Tara Zeph, you should obviously join me. We have seen these legs, pure power. Not that my walk's speed really reflects my giant stature, it's because I choose to move slowly and softly for reasons. It's my own choice. It's completely logical. This is why everyone's obsessed with comparing themselves to each other. Creating drama, I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other, and corporations can swoop in, sell you fake solutions and all your fabricated problems. So I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking some locally sourced with thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. She's like inactively trying to unappealing as possible. Does she really turn on anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention all along, the attention of everyone else is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives or on, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will be the head off for the evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances today around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either, but it's just the streaming reality TV show was boom happening. It's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer are you picking? Yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. I mean, we've gotten this far. We might as well keep going with the spirit in hopes that she can protect us from dying at the end. I am curious about Wraith. I wouldn't mind playing this on my own later or another time and see if he actually has a way to get off this island. But I'll go continue with the spirit for now before I get murdered. Spirit. Oh, you picked me? Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. Despite my runs, I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over those other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. I had a long day. Floating serenely and grinding my teeth, I imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. Don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, but getting really who I am impossible task without trying, but not too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside of yourself and bring everything you've got, or just the exact right in the right time, and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. You arrive at the bar, finding Dwight and Claude both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by bevy of bottles and assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink, ever. Is that like because you fall out of your hole in your stomach thing, or... I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is a poison for the body and mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Then why did you choose the mixology lessons as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything from one of these things. Dwight, now that's not true. You've learned how to tie a cherry knot with some using only your tongue. Whoa, who ordered the soda with the splash of my private business because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking. Drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing. It doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, whom you have your bloody revengeance. Right. So be it. How about you, Tara? Do you drink? Stay sober. I got your impression tonight will be remembered perfectly, so I'm going to pass on alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape, besides. It's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch Spirit, picks up a plum cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere and a little fruity little flops onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows the stains. No takesy backsies. So, lovebirds, what drinks shall we make? Okay, fancy beer, a zombie, a Bloody Mary, a dark and stormy. I'm just curious what a dark and stormy is. What a dark and stormy drink? From my dark and stormy date. Oh, okay. Oh, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how the dark and stormy is made. First rum, and in this case rum extract and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice, and then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with lime wheel. And drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Tara? Rub ginger beer over ice. Forget the lime. Don't forget the lime. Rum substitute ginger beer ice over a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. Sassy natural, but you and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her drink, her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in front of the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. Quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple and delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Your breath in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get out the yes out. Lightning strikes the palm tree at the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly, and Claudia and Dwight ushers the two of you away from the bar. Damn! The gang's all together again in the volleyball court. Since only yesterday you were sitting in the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. Is that because it was? Oh, it feels like it's been here a lot longer, actually. It's so late and the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly, so you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrowdom. Good thing you really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the Google, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyways, everyone's gathered in the volleyball park for the new type of game. Pitch your dream date. See who Tara chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about their dream date and what they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if in this case a subtle dig? Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make an uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what is acceptable not only in a polite society, but within the narrative in the world of N? In the larger meta-narrative, a Dead by Daylight dating sim? Sometimes you gotta say it. Why yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Tara, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me or be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much, I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like the Trapper, you're gonna love it, and you're not a maggot, and everyone's confident, sexy ladies and rabbit's mats better to stay the hell away from my yacht. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning a nice air-hung breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. I'll tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to start preparing, because it's clear already you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Sorry. Anyways, Wraith? Well, I just really prefer to just tell Tara privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. But if you want to just whisper it to Tara. Wraith considers for a long moment. Too long. Well, that's fine. Without moving, the Wraith lowers his voice to barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special, what kind of thing where we will really bond. Maybe find a way to get off this island. Maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, I'll spit in the face of the god, die, and be reborn anew. What's that? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig whatever mysterious with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, hydrate tonight and you intend to hang out with Spirit. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about those options you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream all these swoon-worthy options and you're ready to make a choice in dawn. Have a swell night. Did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could I forget? Before we run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No relatively survival dating competition parody would this complete without singling out one of our contestants who are already teetering in the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, has this been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and how am I now just finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder Island. And now time to eliminate one of our killers. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because the classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. What's gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, she hears, she can disappear. Hard track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. Although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, but it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which psychopath are you eliminating? I mean, I kind of want to see if I die. This was simple, Trapper. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You're eliminated. That's fair. Honestly, though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. Personality-free magnet. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I totally was going to do tomorrow, first chance I got. So really, this was a win-win for the both of us. Still might kill you, though. Out of principle, if you eliminate me, sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart and someone heartless, you should go and get some shut-eye. Don't worry much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they're receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Tara when all this is over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Oh my god. So this is what Aurora wants. Their own, mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you, and how do we know? Because we've tried it. That's right. Dwight tested. Claudia approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Tara. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? Not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it, but you better go. Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves, you know. Those two. Schedule. Wow, that was a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? Didn't even know that was kind of game. Let's check with especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow. I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. Now it seems all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really pessimistic at heart. It happened when? Your mother skewered an elf when you were young? Yeah, how do you know? Well, I guess the only thing you talk about. If you excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in the tree. I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here, honestly. I haven't been paying attention. Oh, Tara, sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well, at least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. The giant rage monster, everyone in the room should be scared right now. Turn off the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume my words spend talking how much I don't care about the signify a deeper yearning within me seen, heard, validated for those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. Oh, cool, man. I'm not part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. It'd have me down from reality show style dating, competition, and with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing my new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app. I'm doing these private gigs over the IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island is dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm not gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking to my favorite established characters from all over pop culture. Can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost. Don't say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we got a game to get back to and don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't care. I'm the trickster. See you around, Tara. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. We're sentient water. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What chair? That's the thing you're getting all wet now. It's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. Your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. Okay, never mind. Never mind? What does that even mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a professional time. Literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We just been working our asses off for 2 days straight, and we wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean peed on it. How's that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in second grade. You cheated on our test once. Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time. An unending spiral, a staircase of pain that my life I've ever felt the monochrome of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place is sun. These sweet sugary drinks, the sound of fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, an unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves, wailing seagulls. It's like a consenting song of evil that makes me question every foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from existence, make it so I was never born, and plug on the experiment and let my soul be free, and please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, everyone's bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shots. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake as using killer crab as a pillar, which was sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh, right. You didn't go to the huntress state. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You would have had to play a game again and get the reference, I suppose. You pull your beach attire and splash the water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approaches. It is look on their face. Excitement? Terror? You notice the stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. You've been infected with the zombie butterflies in your sleep. It happened here before. It's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over the beach where the killers are standing flanked to tiki torches in the scene and remnants the TV show you used to hate to watch it with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, it's Trickster supposed... Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna shoot his agent out. But before they walk over to you for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Sarah. It can't be easy being thrown to a mysterious island, seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage the most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you've kept your cool and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and stress, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look drunk and spiritually. Just a little hint for you, going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light with the other direction, you might end up friend-zoned. Friend-zoned? Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends or killers and survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiracially again. Well, I never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. I've seen her open up insides pretty people, but thankfully for us, that's a different type of game. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad we're on schedule. So apparently if you're nice to them, they'll tell you who's into you. You make your way over the row of hotties. Claudette Dwight stand to the side and hands behind their back. It's been a quite 48 hours, but you're clearly sparks are in the air, not talking about just this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for the newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do the drum roll. No, you don't. Who cares? Sarah, who do you choose for the solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep this between us. No, that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets the flower and the symbol contestants of love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. That's such a cliche at this point. Well, it's good because I tried to pick a rose and got ouchies, so I settled for these. Oh, those are pretty. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. That's a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. I've got other things to think about right now. Tara, who do you select to receive those flowers and spend the day with you? Well, obviously, it's her. You approach Spirit, imperially below the brim of her impressive large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, you've been enchanted by your presence, and your challenge for me to better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp and your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm, for a reality of the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Tara. Well, I'll see what happens. We're in the yacht. I thought it might make start to the day of the Trapper's yacht before we head to the Black Lighthouse, even if it's I hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling, whatever. It's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to me than just you've already gotten to experience. I know my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plum of floating air. This wasn't always who I was. A normal young woman once. I went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then what happened? Your father, he murdered me. And I woke in the undead Avenger. That's not what I'm getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I need to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time when I think about ghosts, they're just kind of see-through, flickering spectrals. You imagine reaching out and having a hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe some sort of warpy effect in the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, I dare try to reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here in this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around the caves or dusting off the antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meaning. I do not want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, but with extremely little respect for a person. But you woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are and where you came from, and rather than freak you out, I simply tried to swim away. You're giving this a chance. I actually don't know if swimming away is an option. It's not. However, in fact that you even tried thinks that means you got courage or an open mind. I don't know. Maybe you're stuck around because you like someone you met here. Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and physiologically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off. Were there other stops? No, not on this trip of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves off the shore. Just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it ourselves. But no, there are other stops. Seriously, go. There are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race to the poop deck, Dwight. This ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. Ugh. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudia running, giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. Ugh.
Oh no, I'm dead.
You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse, an imposing form towers above you. The flock of birds cycles lazily and with no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? The spirit places her wrist stealthily in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? I show you something that no one has ever seen close before, and no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there. She points to the top of the lighthouse among the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all, how's everyone doing today? Hi Wraith, you seem chipper today. Something strange definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a little deep breath, sucking the ocean air with the greatest air that he's ever been sucked. Tara, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on the date with you today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. You done? We're kind of, on a date you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there. Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and looked to tell about it. That sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain that canon, but Spirit waves her arms and Wraith from head to toe, and he's not dead. He's going to be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems well, with our hair floating up in the menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away, enjoying the view. You know, I think Wraith was kidding about the hole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even the island. What you can see is mostly ocean on account of being, you know, a lighthouse. However, that does bring an interesting point regarding, how do I say it? Straight hand floats and scratches her head completely. You don't usually see her at loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom from all the corners of the world, if not further. Well, duh. You freaking saw the pirate ship travel through space and time only to crumble the rocks beneath this spooky tower. But you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking the beach, feeling water on my feet, feeling the sun on the skin. Here with me, the spirit. Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me up in the eyes of the Black House, you may never return. Is that the risk you're willing to take? Because we have something, I won't deny it. I feel it. I would hate for you to simply turn away, turn to ash. If we were to commit right here, right now, and figuring out this out as friends, we could simply put that risk off for another time. Just be friends. Ouch, is that her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. You can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's go up and maybe die, my friends. You take a deep breath and you think about every practical sea air that travels your body and fills your lungs, and maybe the last time you have such a thought, you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more, and I'll risk my life for it. Spirit smiles, a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. See, we die. Inside the house, inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It's seemingly day when you step through the door, but inside the place is like a void. The last thing you see is the final rays of the sun leave you in the horrible sight and a petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up, but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. The things we do for love. Now you arrive, the lantern room, the top of the black lighthouse. You breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dusk cakes the room, and though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night. What do you mean, a moment ago? We've been standing here looking at the ocean all day. I really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of a perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. Let's just call it a perfect day. You can't be bothered to remember it. What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember, but for some reason my mind completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. Oh, you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's not true. Well, maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has power to it. The massive lens reflects the moonlight through itself. Subtle sparks of hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into the light as if the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for sharing the day with me. I really had a good time. That's it? Don't get me wrong. It's really cool and all, and I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose you thought we were walking to your death and nothing happened. It might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry. Anyhow, it's time to go. Let me flip on the light to the staircase, and it's easier to get down. Just to look for you. Maybe it's spirit interrupted by a strange hum when it becomes frighteningly clear to you. The switch wasn't for the stairs, but for the main lantern. The lantern is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach your nose. Oopsie! Looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair light at all. Now we see who's really alive and who's really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not to look at the light itself will protect you. Not sure it was illogical in that, but it is magic. It's kind of Vile's logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me. I'll keep you safe. Oh boy, mini game for my life here. Oh god. Okay, so she's over there. Not bad. Yay, I'm gonna live. Maybe. Oh god. Yes! Oh, I missed once. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope you haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave and not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you put yourself through this for me. It shows you are real. Despite your attempt to resist the incredible force and energy from the Black Lighthouse, Lantern refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored. It doesn't matter if you look directly in it or not. In the end, it was just a trivial game. This is real life and the real magic. You stare at it now. Its power penetrates your mind. Oh boy. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry. It'll make sense soon. You wake up to your spirit's muffled voice. You hear a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air is filled damp and smells like ash. Take the time to the sound clear up, and eventually the spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not to you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. Can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. Oh, Trapper. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up a Trapper. Nobody. Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up a Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. I'm dumping even Macmillan. There's nothing he or you can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Rin, Trapper turns to the spirit and looks directly at you. You realize you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think your shouting woke up Tara. Sorry, I think I interrupted something very personal. And yeah, I'm confused too. Very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper. We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink. Oh my. You know, wearing a mask, but can you see your eyes? You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Not another reason. I'm right to have dumped you. You did not. It was mutual. Jig is up, as they say. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that don't need to be involved. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or here in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this kind of goes, we brought you here. You and Trapper? But after the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head on something. It was hard to tell what blood was new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked the Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could ask Claudette or Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like the trust of two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, but you're right. But you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because it was the only ones who knew about this place. It's part of the old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. Hey, what's up, guys? Talking Island Mystery is my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trevor, you said this place was private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of the spot was getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. You see, 3 is a throuple now, or... Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if that's not my business, I don't stick it in my nose in it. We're not a thing. Nobody traps the Trapper. Not with traps, not with relationships. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now. Wow, so hostile. You don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some interesting features. If you head 50 meters down the way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around, but doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving. This island was a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. After a lot of pursuit, he finally I finally let him catch up to me. I mean, okay, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we're more than friends. In dispute, the events as told, for the record, I don't pursue. I stalk, I lie, and wait. This is a fucking twist. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but just don't look in the Richard-sized deep depth lamp. I guess more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters. Excuse me, I'll take the question, thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest for revenge. Exactly. So you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. One way to compliment a killer. Revenge against a friend who has turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against the father who was making him into a monster. Revenge against the barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. For someone who thinks about revenge so much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say never to date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's what they're saying. Then you came along, Tara. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay. You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death... Hold on, I gotta sip first got water. Oh, my throat's dry from all this talking. You showed me that life after death can be more than obsession or revenge in the mindful blowing sex on the ground in the dark cave in the dusty old tunnel. Oh! Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow, gross, clearly appealing to the Trapper's better features. He's been winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to be taking on quite well. This whole half-assed dating show parody thing, the first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Tara. You were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling. Spirit confided in me when she had real feelings for you. I took extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinion. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get her, you have to get through me first. By passing the Trapper test, coming to BHB TV's, maybe. Welcome to Trapper Test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What's Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, where she only lets her real friends call her. Oh, what's her real name? I know you guys know it. I'm so bad with this. No, Ace knows it. Isn't it like Rin? Isn't it Rin Yakamoka? Because Rin sounds really familiar for that. About to go to Google, figure this one out. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? Oh, a dragon. She's mentioned it like many times. Sure, everyone knows that, but I won't say it'd be this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl? She said a restaurant. I know the date waitress. Don't tell my father. I never mingle with that help like that. He'd be so disappointed with me. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? I guessed black, but she said black wasn't really a color, so I don't think I ever got a full answer of what her actual favorite color is. I know we asked what her favorite color was, and we said black, and she said black was a color. Okay, but I guess that counts. These are superficial, sure, but maybe I didn't know to get Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Okay, final question. You got this, Tara. According to Spirit, what's the worst than being dead? not being seen for who you are. When I pitched Trapper's test, the room in the budget, new car, given final prize for the winning. So I killed them all, right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you that A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing that's going to win is me saying congratulations for passing the Trapper's test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman's obsessed with giant light that shines in the dark, and the chip on my shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed by the rules. Or even if the literary made them up, you got it right. So I guess I prove you a dating spirit, or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good reason to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, wink, Trapper L. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What five measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that. The ridiculous and unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. Waking up in a random time, overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had got something going on, and the stupid quiz, all of it, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. The only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please call me Ren. Ren. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There's something else I wanted to show you. Alone in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Tara. It's nothing like that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told. No, wait, it is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comment. Come back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. I don't think this is a mature game. Not, I might have to darken my screen real quick. You're excited to return to the lantern, this lighthouse, despite all the drama I worry about that was previous part of this place. More importantly, you're excited to be with the spirit, which makes this all more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. Oh, Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I mean tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about the family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they can explain what they're even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl low in a frightening sound. The land begins to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare your shield, your eyes, in case something is bad to happen to you again. Now isn't the time for your reality show adjacent shenanigans, Dwight. Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what that lighthouse will. No, please don't interrupt. You think after all this time, you know, you've got our best interests in mind? Wait, what? No, of course, I don't think I got wax in your ears, friend. Asked you not to interrupt. Too late. The black light flares in the darkness. You see something horrible, strange, and in the place of Claudette and Dwight, you see two ghoulish slit houses. Before you can focus on them, the light passes and the two survivors return to their normal states. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch your language. You shouldn't speak in that way. Oh, the Oni. Around your elders. Grandpa? My little Rin. Such a woman now. You grew up so fast. What? Tara, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamamoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. That's a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen little Rin since I watched over her in the afterlife when she was just a little girl. I expect you all to say the greats in a matter of honor and respect, except Rin. She can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel, but you... Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure that even the decorative third eye in his mask is looking at you. You, mongrel, must treat me with respect, or so help me, I will be cleaning bits of your head off my kanabo. Kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes. FYI. I'm not sure what peasant like you is doing so close to the descendants in the Nomo Yamamoka's bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me. It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette, remember we explained that to you? I'm going to come meet you with a great-great-great-great-granddaughter suitor and give you your approval. 5 greats. Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have a great judgment, and because if they summon my father, I would be too distracted when torturing him for eternity to continue with the rest of whatever this is. Show, game, experience. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power as a magnitude can help. Self-importantly much. Nice to meet you, Kazan. Only my friends and family calls me Kazan. Those who tremble in the fear of my presence call me Oni. You're seeing a serious resemblance to the trapper, not only in the sheer size of the man of the Oni, but only also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble the Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought, but now it's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dogging you 2 steps away. Well, if you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan. Peasant, I realize your true purpose is to visit and extinguish your light. Only waves his katana in the air menacing like a great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-great-daughter, apparently. Hold up there, Grandpops. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better. Young people these days always waiting to kill people, insisting you must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what you needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an imposing presence, sure gave me all serious old man yells at clouds vibes. You see, when I was a young man, we did have foreigners in our land, didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much, if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules, the rulers did, exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast foods, and public executions. What were we talking about? Spirit's giggling, her great-great-grand. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time. The only forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so. Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list off every actively available to a samurai in the entire of the Edo period. Silence, peasants. You're showing your ignorant samurai were forward blade of many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such an attending certain theater performance for such instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put the distinguished in order to seek out entertainment. I'm not saying that I did because I had honor, but in a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. Clearly you have neither my honor or physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool. Rin, what do you want to such uneducated admirer as this? You find it hard to believe that contrary person knows you much and who it was. I wasn't allowed to do leisure activities in 100 years. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it. Sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant. You invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerkhead's head in. Claudette, Doris, fetch me a kanabo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We shall splatter their brains on the beach together, as a family. Grandpa, no. That's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Ah, yes, sure. Wink, wink, wink. The whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him, Trapper, really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Tara's a good soul and a heart of a warrior. They fought for my love and in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put with their own fair share of nonsense. Kinda hoping we're almost done. My throat's sore. Nonsense will seem to be endless. Can we wrap this up already? Of course. I wouldn't expect anyone to wait around for my approval. We've only been hanging on as a ghost and watching the bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give me your ancestor-in-law a hug. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, Ashley. Rin, now. Push them in my hand. I will split them in half and sacrifice the Yamamaka bloodline. You will surely bring us back to life and set us back to the course of honor. You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know the only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-grandson, a traitor to the Yamamaka name. The lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose this is the person you want to be with. Go on your journey of bloody revenge with. I should trust your judgment and the strength in your blooms in the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Tara ever treats me poorly, and my word and family honors, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. Tears rolled down from behind the Oni's demon mask. You sure want to marry into this? The last word of advice, my dead girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. Maybe stop focusing on obsessively on it. And what he did was awful, but it's already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Rin. I'll see you again soon. Now, let's go. Servants, Clint and Dents, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to? Yes, sure. I swear this stew better than dealing with trappers, Dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful to your great grandfather. He seems like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that, a warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask. Don't worry about it. I would never expect you or want you to, really. If I wanted, when I was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's Cave right now, avoiding the vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I have imagined for myself. I've sense of abstract duty, anchor in the world changing around me for lust for blood. There's no way to live, and yet, as you know, that is Yomamaka, the way of life. Forever I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me, or at least maybe I wasn't too now. Call me a dragon tamer, baby. I haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. You haven't won this game. Sorry, I have no idea what that came from. I think we've spent enough time in the lantern room. We should get back to the beach. Please let me just win the game! Moonlight sets in a romantic mood and the storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. You know, the sun might be set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. Oh, she got a little robe thing. Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the moonlight. Maybe you can help me get the head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Again? I mean, yeah, of course, last time, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. I've been totally real with you. I kinda just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear, though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled as a foot freak. That there is anything wrong with feet, it's just something about that kind of attention that really gets people talking. Steady, steady. Oh god. I'm literally putting lotion on her feet. I think she's in defeat. God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hands sliding up and down my feet between my toes. Okay, my skin's never been more moist. Okay, I just decided I didn't want her anymore. Get up here right now. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotion hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock into yours, surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon. You find yourself on the beach with Spirit, completely darkness. You feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone. Oh. Through your hair, wrapping around your body, lifting you off your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. The Spirit pulls you close, and you feel a bit of glass pressing into your flesh, pain and pleasure mix, and you wash over the ocean salty air, stinging your skin. You wreathe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. The darkness is pretty sure that the Spirit lets the dragon inside her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will have all been worth it. Cloud part, and you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder, and when you pull the chunk from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think it just got stuck to me when we were, you know, having a best night of my life. Here drags her fingertips over the sharp edge of the glass. Keep it. Consider it a memento. Yeah, plenty more from where that came from. Okay. You arrive at the beach to find Claudia and Joy waiting for you. Now it's that time, Tara, to face your destiny. Ashley, about that. Tara, can we talk privately? Maybe not here, maybe someplace else would be better to talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit. Very strongly. You know how I feel about telling me what to do. Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with Tara privately and not right here to do in front of everyone. You know, from my experience in upper management, in my father's mind, I learned you're going to fire someone, it's best to do in public so they don't freak out. Please don't. Please, enough of fire talk. Wait, you think? No, she couldn't be. They seemed in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirits do spirit. But if I try to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Tara yet, so... Okay, fine. Your guess is as good as mine, really. That girl is very hard to read. The word is advice, though. If you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more knowing the final hows are. I don't need any advice. Everyone out, except for Tara. Did someone say final house? What kind of whole jam I can say, right? Especially you. Out! Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful than the lingering smell of Cleaver body spray. The gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you plan on saying, but before you say anything, I know I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me get to know myself. For now, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. You know what? It's kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. I need someone who shares my interests, someone who I can connect with, someone jaded, dispassionate, only driven forward by the desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Aw, can we just be friends? I don't know if, before you finish that, just know whether we're not friends. We'll probably become enemies and I will destroy you. Friends it is! I'm glad to have you here for me when I need you, but also not too close to me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? So that's it? How it ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure where it ends. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't say that I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves we never really belong together anyhow. Good night, Tara. Damn! Well, hell, I just spent this time in the island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door. I don't know what that means. Anyways, I said goodnight, Tara. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry. That was a bummer. Hey, what did she just keep saying why did she just keep saying she's seen me around? Gosh, I have no idea. Friends forever. So my precious killers lived happily ever after, but they should learn to love themselves first and foremost. Was trapped in never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. And you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Tara. See you again later, and again, and again, and again. Forever. All that work for friendship. And one wild night. Well, that was the Dead by Daylight dating sim. I try to get Spirit, made sweet, passionate, proof of love with her, I think, on the beach, and then got immediately dumped. So that was great. And my throat sore as fuck. So, I think that is great. It doesn't look like we have many people watching now. Got about 3. So, normally I would rate out, but we got so few people right now that I think I'm just gonna call it there for the night, guys. I do appreciate everyone checking in. For those that check this out later, I'm looking at probably doing a we're looking at probably doing a Fall Guys, maybe like big game, like tournament style. They have custom matches now and it's free to play for people, so we might look into doing that soon. So for anyone's interested, that is probably going to be the plan at some point. But for now, I hope everyone has a great night. My throat is sore and I'm going to go rest it. So you guys all have a great night and we'll see you next time for more of the chaos. Bye!